Hello, everybody. Welcome into Sunday night, August 11th, 2024. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. I am your host, Ken Stout, and they are the homies. A little adjustment to the camera there. We have Bill, who was telling us a lovely story about some apartment. Rich,
John Williams
great
said,
guy.
"Hey, Ken."
Hello, John, Josh Kinder, Robert Michael, and Darren Gilholm. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody had a good Sunday. I played golf. I still have on my golfing shirt. Doug's the only one. Well, I'm sure everybody got it. I couldn't have made it more obvious than what was going on. But I gave credit where credit was due. Right here, coming across the screen right about now. Or now. There we go. And that was good because I needed something to put in there to replace aspect ratio. So congratulations, Doug. You're the only one that commented it. And yes, it was meant to be irony. He figured that part out too. So anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
Okay.
Don't everybody answer at once.
John Williams said Doug who?
Doug who, there you go. Long Dog says YouTube notifications worked. Oh my gosh. Got notified 4 minutes before
Tony
I actually
Wallow
went live.
said normal ooh.
I believe I made the stream settings about 9:15.
Engrish.
I could go back and look based off of when the short was uploaded. I actually did the live stream first while I was waiting on the upload to pass all of its hoops that it has to go through.
Live Windows training. Doug Betts said aw shucks.
I'm still getting along.
No, I didn't realize you weren't getting along. Who are you getting along with?
Everyone.
All right. Did I miss something? Have I missed something, or
No.
is that a story for a different time? All right.
I meant that to be a joke, that's all.
Yeah, I'll have to have a discussion with you, Alex, and Mrs. K about that. Tony, or Live Windows Training joins us in chat at 7:02 his time, 10:02 my time. Good to see Doug in chat. Oh, that one's pretty comical. I'm surprised I hadn't gotten visually dinged yet, though, from YouTube. So I do have a project that will start this week. I don't know when it will be done. I actually downloaded one of my videos today because I was watching a video, one of my videos on Mrs. K's channel, so that I could do an experiment on how long does it take before it actually shows up in YouTube Studio. You don't want to know. How long does a comment take? That's actually instantaneous. When you make a comment, it actually shows up instantly on YouTube Studio. I was kind of amazed with that. But the actual view itself, one and a half hours, it takes a while for it to propagate onto the studio. But at least it finally did. Just doing little things today prior to playing golf.
John Williams said Mrs. K.
Yeah, she's in there watching television. It was a good golf. We had a good afternoon of playing golf today. The weather was perfect. The golf was okay. There was some good. There was a lot of. Well, there wasn't a lot of.
Tony Wallow said hello Grekai.
Yeah, I think that voice is the only one that hasn't changed. Tony Wallow says hello, Greg guy. The first 4 holes were actually perfect, and 5, 6, and 7, I should have let Stevie Wonder play those holes for me. It was absolutely horrible. But it's my fault. I should have taken a mulligan off my tee shot. I decided not to. I hit it straight into a ditch. I should have taken a penalty shot to drop it out of the ditch. I did not. I tried to hit it out of the ditch. And it did. It came out of the ditch. Went about that far. Barely made it out. Anybody who'll be golfing today in Disney Empire weather, it'll be a tough time out there. Crazy amount of humidity, thunderclouds overhead. We have absolutely had beautiful weather. Partly cloudy, sun popped in and out. No wind. Temperature was mid-70s. It was an absolutely beautiful day to play golf. And I did drop a ball into the water. No, I did not walk up and drop the ball into the water. I hit the ball in the water. And Mrs. K's got an ad on Firefox. Now that's so interesting because you would think if there's an ad being played on Firefox that maybe an ad would be being played on Google. Again, I'm watching it. I'm monitoring my stream on Google specifically to see if I get ads or not. And knock on wood, I'm not getting ads. I'm not running an ad blocker on there because, as we all know, a while back, YouTube said, we've noticed you're running an ad blocker and you get 3 more attempts and I immediately got rid of it, but I've stayed away from it. 18th, there we go. Doug's going to show up on the screen here. There we go. That's appropriate. Kind of a hesitation. What's going on? Is this live? It is live. Interesting.
John Williams said low 70s in Madison. Did the final cleanup of the big mulberry tree.
Yeah, it was just perfect weather. Absolutely gorgeous today. We got started a little sooner than I wanted to, but it worked out all right. And then we all went to dinner at Golden Corral. Had a good meal there. So it was a good afternoon. Got to spend it with friends and playing golf, and we had a good time. And I lost. What else is new? I need to get a picture that's better than on the road to success for the funny music. Did you get any fruit up that mulberry tree? I had to look up what mulberry is. Remember, from California, we're a protected state. I didn't realize I was near a mulberry tree today, but if we were, I didn't see any fruits. Saw a lot of birds, a lot of rabbits, a lot of squirrels. It was a great afternoon. Steve Dodd is in the YouTube chat. Hello, Steve. Been catching up with some of your posts on Facebook.
So let's go.
Now I don't know if the audio's going out for Doug right there or not. Let me see if I can catch it. Check it.
Yeah, I know, but not with new people. New people come and watch the show, so people get irritated.
Yep, it's going out. That's good.
Hearing somebody clear their throat over.
I did make some adjustments on that.
And it's just not good form.
Never got any fruit from the tree. Oh, okay. So that was a mulberry tree that John lost. Okay. Got it. Really don't have anything tonight. There we go. Somebody, I don't remember what that, oh, BH. Okay, Bubbling Homies. That's what it is. They look like raspberries, kind of fruit. Are mulberries edible? Does anyone know? Everybody's jumping to their keyboards. Put it in a Google search.
Chris Garrett said, I taught a putty cat.
A putty? A putty cat? Isn't that putty cat? I'm surprised the twat and taw came through, though. That's pretty amazing. But the putty cat did not come through. Hello, Chris.
Chris Garrett said, I taught a putty cat.
That's going through twice the same way. Maybe you have to change the spelling of the cat. I don't know. I have no idea. Me and gardening, I plant it, we water it, and if it comes up, cool. If it don't come up, that doesn't bother me either. So,
Chris Garrett said, hey, Keen.
Tony Wallow said, subscribe.
Yeah, I didn't get that one either, Chris. You would have thought that maybe it would have picked up on it, but it did not. It's pretty restrictive in some cases. Mulberry pie sounds awesome. Again, being in California. Do they not grow in California? I hear it never rains in California. But that's just a rumor I heard years ago. I did see Ghetto live earlier today playing his fishing game or Call of the Wild or whatever it
One
is.
Fish 26 said they are a southern tree.
All right. Did not know that. Maybe that'll be my final Jeopardy question. Probably will forget. Anybody got anything they would like to talk about or bring up or point out or... Oh, I point something out before anybody overwhelms me. The Olympics are over. The Olympics are over. I imagine on NBC right now, though, they're showing the closing parade ceremonies or whatever it is. I'm not going to watch it, and she's watching... Hang on, I'll tell you what she's watching. She's watching Filipino TV. And who do we have joining us? Chris Garrett joins us. Boy, Chris looks upset because it didn't say Putty Cat. It said Putty Cat. Hello, Chris.
Hey,
How are you?
Ryan.
Good to see you. Where's Max?
Max. Hey,
Max goes on. I'm busy sleeping. Leave me alone. Don't tease him like that. That's mean.
he wasn't asleep.
He's not
He just
now,
ignored
anyway.
He just ignoring me.
Well, cats are good for that. I don't know about dogs, though. Wondruck says, that's a lie. 3 years ago, we had such a flood that the strong tracer guys were here in the Empire, not too far from me. Okay. I need to keep up with chat better, I guess.
Yeah, well,
BH Ringer's joining us in the chat room as well. Hello, BH. Says he harvested green beans, beets, green bean, beet greens, an orange sweet banana pepper from the deck garden. That sounds good, and it went well with the roast beef dinner. What were you starting to say, Ghetto?
I was playing Fall of the Wild today.
Yep, I saw you. I made a couple comments.
Francis sees Robert's cat.
Yeah, you should point. And look, just as if on cue, we have Princess joining us. Bill, you got to talk to your cat. She always comes in backwards. You need to have her spin around 180, and then she's departing. Nope, she's going to move over there a little bit. All right.
The problem is she doesn't listen.
Name me one cat that does listen. Listen.
Tony Wallow said Wonka Wonka Wonka.
So you're going to be there
Engrish.
for about 3 weeks then, and then you go back.
Yeah.
Did you have a good visit?
Yeah.
That's good.
You got a whole bunch of threading for me to get done when I go back down.
A whole bunch of what?
Threading.
Shredding, as in a shredder?
Threading paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shred. I got a shredder.
I got a fire pit out back. I don't think you're legally supposed to burn papers, but you mix it in with the branches, they don't know any different. A lot of people around here burn their cardboards and stuff.
Make it burn better.
Got to ignite those. Got to ignite the fire somehow. And what's a better way than to use some of your papers and stuff? Works out really good.
Shredder's a good thing to have, though.
Oh, wait a minute. Once again, the Zoom is off, and
Tony Wallow said lol.
I don't understand this. I'm going to try to make a correction as soon as it comes back. I think it has to do with the number of people. Does it ever go wider than 3?
Oh,
if we had 16, would it be 4 by 4? Not that we're going to find out. But it is covering up a little bit of the clocks. And I just now noticed it. And I'm not sure why. thought I had this fixed the other night, and I locked it so that it can't be moved.
Beet greens. I heard of beets, but I had never heard of beet greens.
The top off of the beets, the beet grows in the ground, so it would be the top that would be off the beet. That's just my guess, Chris. I have no idea.
Orange sweet banana pepper.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, actually. Duke City Crew joins us. Hello, Duke City Crew. Watch him from time to time at night. There will be some driving videos uploaded later this week. I just got to get around to downloading them and editing them and making them not long and boring like they possibly could be.
And there's one BIOS update for your board I'd hold off on.
Oh, there is a BIOS update already.
It's got the 029, supposed to be the Intel fix. But it's been where it's actually slowed the processor down in some jobs.
Okay.
So I'd hold off on that until see more about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good idea.
So they come up with a fix and then there's a bug in it.
Yeah, imagine that. Find that hard to believe. I don't think I added Duke City Cruise to my list. If I didn't, on my comment page or community page, I will make sure. And that was just the beginning. I wanted to see if it would work, and it took 4 tries to get it to work. Now that I know how to do it, I will be adding. I'll either add to that list or come up with a second list. I'm not sure which way I want to go yet. And I really hope I help, or we help, you guys help, the viewers help, and the Zoom homies as well. People's channels grow. I'd like to see Rick get to 500. I'd like to see Jim get to 1,000. I'd like to see Brian get to 1,000. And I think they're on track to do that. I really do. I know Jim doesn't put out a lot of content at all like I do, so his growth will be a little bit slower. Rick, really happy to see him put something out every other day. Hopefully he does another biking video. That was pretty interesting. If he ever gets his bike working right. Oh no, that's Sean that's having bike problems, not Rick. Just go to my community tab, and there's probably 10 or 15 people that I've recommended, and rightfully so. Some of them are already above 1,000. Some of them are actually way above 1,000, but they could still use the support. As everyone knows, you still need the support to keep your channel going. I watched a video this morning, which this morning was 1 o'clock, by the way, in the afternoon, about you should, even if it's a bad video, you should still go ahead and upload. I thought, well, guys been watching my channel, obviously. He went into some in-depth explanation. A movie I want to recommend, if you can watch it. It was on Amazon Prime, if you've got it. I don't know if it's on any other platform or not, but it's called Circle du Soleil O, and it was how the pandemic affected Cirque du Soleil. It shut them down for 400 days, completely shut them down. They got the approval to start back up, and they ran from 400 days of not running to up and running in 2
John Williams said,
months.
one of my neighbors stopped over and gave me a EVGA 1660 GPU and 8 GB of memory. He wanted to see the cuts made on the tree.
Nice. Nice little graphics card to have. Yeah. Anyway, Mrs. K and I have seen 5 of the Circle del something. Del Sol, the Love. She knows all 5 of them. I don't. And we both sat there and were in awe and wonderment of all of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you never see, like the ones that involve water. There's an entire scuba diving crew in the water to support when they go in the water. They're there immediately with oxygen for them. I mean, immediately. It's almost like they're waiting for them to drop down. And if something doesn't work, they're down there repairing it. I was just amazed, and we both said at the same time, you never see those guys when you're watching a show, ever. But yet, during the practice, they were visible because they had cameras down there, obviously. But even from above the water, you could still see them. It was truly amazing. Highly recommend you watch it if you get a chance to see it. It's about an hour and a half long, by the way. Pretty cool show. Jeff Ryman joins us in chat. Better late than never. This is true. It's always better to be late than to never be here. Yep, I agree with Long Dog. That was very nice of him. And there he is joining us over in Zoom. See how that... Now see, Jeff joins us, and now the Eastern Standard side of the clocks are off. So I'm going to have to go in and rework those. I don't know what's going on with that. I can't blame you for that, though, Jeff.
The Ken Stout effect.
Now, there it looks like it might actually be okay. I don't see it overlapping on the clocks at all.
Tony Wallow said Wonka Wonka Wonka.
I'm going to take that. I'll get the mouse off of there. That looks all right.
So what's wrong with the clocks now?
Nothing now. Before, okay, so if you watch the clocks on YouTube, and
Tony
about
Wallow said
3
subscribe,
seconds,
subscribe.
Now, if you look at right below Mountain Daylight Time, the zoom is overlapping into the clocks. It was doing that earlier on the other side.
Barely.
Yeah. Well, watch this. I'm going to maximize zoom window, and that fixes the problem.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I say. So that's good. That's good. I didn't have to go back into Zoom and finagle it or anything else. So that's a good thing.
Lawn Dog 1050 and 1050 Ti, those are still good cards.
My card in my old machines is pretty good. I'm chomping at the bit for the new one.
Mm.
Do what, Chris?
I said they getting dated, but they still good cards. And guess what? I still got that one from 2009, that AMD Radeon something. That's pretty.
See, I see Chris doing a Google search now. AMD Radeon something.
I think it's 5770 or something.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I watched a stream the other day that showed how to run DOS on a modern computer. So
Really?
I'm going to take my old desktop and I'm going to go back to DOS. The hell with it.
I saw something about a modern computer running Windows 98. I didn't watch the video, and I'm not sure how they got it, if they even got it working. I'm not sure if it's clickbait or what.
Well, you have to finagle things a little bit and put.
Oh, Tim.
You have to install it from a flash drive. But
Official Tim Tech said hi to everybody in chat. Hello, Tim.
Okay, I'm fixing to send a link. This is the card I have. It's going to be in chat.
All right. YouTube chat, Zoom chat, or both?
YouTube.
All right.
I could put,
No, that's fine.
it's going to be a long link. It's too long for you gotta be kidding me.
Going to be a novel? Is
What
that what
in
you're
the
saying?
world?
go to the tiny URL thing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
My day was all right, Tim. Thank you for asking. Hope you had a good day. I played golf today. And then went to dinner. And I hear I don't even have to look at Zoom. When I hear the pop, Ghetto, what is your question?
Look at my background. That put me in my infield all weekend.
That is not you and your aunt. You cannot fool us with that picture. I get it. You played Scrabble all weekend, right?
Yeah.
Who won?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You didn't keep score?
Nope.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I was watching this crazy guy on a golf course that was wearing a shirt that said, "I'd rather be golfing." I couldn't figure it out.
Nah, we didn't play Scrabble all weekend. I was just messing with it.
That was the only video she took today on my phone. I think she took a couple. I know she took a airplane that flew over. We had about a 10-minute span where there seemed like there was a plane going over about every minute to a minute and a half. It was just truly amazing. And I'm thinking they were coming into Indianapolis, not going out. There's nothing special going on here this week that I'm aware of. So we were trying to figure out, and it was after the football game was over, which would make sense if they were going out, people would be leaving, but it's got to be something going on in town today.
So they did not entice Mrs. K into working this weekend.
No, no, and I'm kind of wondering if when she always works extra Thursdays on this week, and I'm just wondering if they will not deny her this week, which is fine because of punishment for her not working Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But no, she did not work. We did some things yesterday. We went to the Cultural Center, which was a total flop. And then we watched a movie.
John Williams said that guy playing golf, or is that a front for a bigger plan?
She's got to be one of the better workers they have.
I would put her up there as being probably the best worker they've got.
They really ought not to do anything like to get back for not working or whatever. That would be stupid on their part.
Yeah, yes it would. Yes it would. And I mean, they're just cutting. If they do that, they're literally cutting her right foot off because they're going to be short, and she wants to work that day, but out of silliness or whatever, stupidity, whatever you want to call it, retaliation, they decide not to do it. I mean, they're not going to come out and say, "No, we need you to help us on the weekend." You said, "No, why should we help you?" But if they don't do it, and
there have been people silly enough to do things like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I like to give them a little bit of credit. Yeah, John, I played good for 4 holes today. I actually did bounce out. I don't 5, 6, and 7. I'm not real sure what was going on. Everybody kept giving me. Lauren was giving me her ideas. Jake was giving me his ideas. Jake's girlfriend, Valerie, was giving me her ideas. So I had too much information to deal with what was going on. So we get to 9, and I finally just said, I'm going to try my best to block everybody out. I'm going to get a club that I know will hit this distance. I'm going to put the ball on the tee. I'm going to walk up, and I'm going to hit the ball. And I parred the hole. So from there forward until I got over to 11, when I did plop one in the water, I played really good golf. I think everyone was telling me 7 different things. Mrs. K was even sending me text messages in addition to standing there beside me. Oh, technology, isn't it great? You get up on the tee box and all of a sudden your phone rings and you look down and it's your wife telling you, change your stance, you're aiming the wrong way. So once I blocked them all out. I knew I could hit my 9-iron that distance, and it worked really good. Long Duck says, back in the day, way back in the day, the code we used was going to the boat show. We were in Newport Beach area somewhat. Yeah, I'm going to play a couple bigger course here pretty soon. Not that this one's not challenging, because it is. But I do want to play a bigger course. I just like hitting the ball hard, I guess. Anyway, it's 10:30. I'm going to wrap this up. I want to tell everyone, as I do every night generically, thank you for being here, especially YouTube. I really do appreciate it. There's 16 people watching right now, but I don't know what the likes is because they need to refresh it. Not a big deal. Also want to thank the Zoom homies. We have William. We have Craig. We have Rich.
John
we have
Williams
Sam.
said,
we have
"Thanks,
Jeff,
Ken."
Ryman, Josh Kinder, Chris Garrett, Robert Michael, and Darren Gilholm. You're quite welcome, John. You're quite welcome, Tony. I'll see a couple of you in a minute over on Zoom. Speaking of Zoom, if you want to join us, the creds are over there on the screen. Shoot me a message. Shoot me an email. I'll get you the creds. We'll get you on Zoom and go from there. Everybody have a great night. See you tomorrow on Doug's. Oh boy, is Doug going to have fun with this stream tonight. See ya. What's that? Don't end the stream yet.
One Fish 26 said goodbye, Ken.
But I got, it's 10:30.